Welcome to another edition of The Naked Truth. I'm Ramon Roan.
John Singletary.
And this is being brought to you by Concerned Citizens Alliance. John, what are we about?
Well, our mission statement is simple. It is to advocate and protect citizens through information, education, economic empowerment, and action. That's what we do. We believe that politics is local, that's the greatest impact, and we'd like for you to join our organization, $50 per year, the Concerned Citizens Alliance. We've got a scholarship coming up that we're going to tell you about, but we are in North Charleston, and we will be making a difference.
Amen. The title of this video is Joyce Curnell's Life Matters. Joyce Curnell was arrested back, it was last year. Last year she was arrested last year. She was in a hospital being treated for, I believe, it was some kind of gastrointestinal issues. And she was, then someone notified the authorities that she had a warrant for her arrest. Well, they took her from the hospital and placed her in our county jail, am I right? Mm-hmm. Our county jail. And I believe maybe 48 hours later, she was dead. She requested treatment for her because she was throwing up, she had diarrhea, the whole 9 yards. And the results of her losing so much fluids is that she died actually from dehydration. Mm-hmm.
50-year-old lady.
50-year-old lady. Never receiving, instead of putting her in the infirmary, they put her in general holding. And she never received the treatment that she needed to save her life. The results of her death was based upon neglect.
Yeah. We have to hold the people who are in charge of our citizens accountable. Things like that certainly should not happen, but when they do, we have to take a look at not only the policies and procedures, but we have to take a look at the effect on the family, and if there's liability, then the family needs to be made whole. I mean, we just simply cannot continue to allow citizens in the United States to be treated as if they're third world country citizens.
Well, you all have to look at this is that the media was very quiet about this. This happened in July, her death happened in July, and we were in the midst of a political campaign, but nothing was said.
Absolutely, it was kept. Yeah. It was kept hush.
I mean, we knew about the Sandra Bland death in Texas, but we heard nothing about this here in South Carolina.
Kind of like happened in Chicago. They had deaths that they held over, kept quiet until after the election.
Until after the election, and this is saddening. This is one of the reasons why John and I believe that we need to have more control. African Americans need to have more control of our media. There is no reason why we didn't know about this. There is no reason. So you can't trust the established media as we know it.
Absolutely. We need our own television, radio, newspaper, magazine, and digital forms as well as regular forms, because no one's going to tell our story like us. History records history from the eyes of the person who's writing. And presently, our history has been told by others. And unfortunately, our history still remains to be written. And so there is going to come a point in time where we are going to be able to write history from our standpoint. But in the meantime, we have to control our own media, and paper like the Chronicle. We need to read more of what's in the Chronicle, and from the standpoint of someone who sees it from our standpoint. I joined the Chronicle, yearly subscription, it's not that much. Every person in North Charleston, at least 50,000 people, should be subscribers to the Chronicle. That's the paper that tells the story from our standpoint. And it's not that black see it one way, white see it another, but oftentimes you get two people at one scene and you're going to get two different stories. So there's nothing wrong with another point of view. If they want to tell it from their slant, then that's fine, but we also need to take a look at the other side to make sure that things keep balanced.
You know, on this case with Sister Curnell, they have a bench warrant for her for a non-payment of, I guess, of her, not of a bond, but a part of her negotiation as far as getting out of jail, because she was in jail for shoplifting, and because she lost her ability, she lost her ability to pay because she didn't have was not employed. They locked her up. And I'm like saying, wait a minute, you mean to tell me I forgot that, it wasn't a lot of amount. I don't want to quote how much it was because I don't know for sure. But you mean to tell me you're going to lock this woman up for non-payment of this, I believe it was restitution? Because there are other ways that they could have got that money, John.
Sure, I mean, it's a revolving door when they get you and you get out, and then you have to pay in order to stay out. And we've got 50,000 citizens here, majority African American, who find it difficult to find a job when the majority of the jobs are off limits to them.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we did a segment a while back, help wanted whites only. Mm-hmm. And because of the way the administration is administering jobs, and because of the way other companies come and administer jobs based upon the way the administration allows it to happen. And so you've got a large majority of the people who can't find work, but yet the large majority of the people who are locked up, 73% of the jail, are us. Mm-hmm. And so it creates a quagmire, and it creates a hamster on a wheel scenario where it's inevitable that you will go from joblessness to jail, joblessness to jail, joblessness to jail. In the meantime, someone's getting state and federal funds.
Mm-hmm. On her, I mean, this is one of the I believe I read last night that about the recidivism rate among blacks, something like 50%.
Recidivism is high.
Yeah, it said that, you know, when they get out of jail, they got to go to their parole and they have to pay. If you can't get a job, matter of fact, I listened to an interview, this young brother said that I had to go do something illegal so I can make sure that I don't go back to jail. Now, of course, now he gets caught illegal, he goes back to jail. But if he doesn't pay, he goes back to jail.
It's a catch-22.
It's a catch-22, yeah. So Ms. Curnell, 50 years old, you know, she died just much too young. For her to pass away, and for something as small as water. Right. She died from dehydration. But this goes to a larger issue in the city, in our country, and as well as the city of North Charleston, because she was housed right there on Leeds Avenue, and Leeds Avenue is in North Charleston.
We only want to say to the family, you know, our prayers are with you, condolences, and keep holding on. Join the Concerned Citizens Alliance if you really want to make a difference in this community and start addressing issues like this. And again, our prayers are with you.
Yeah, leadership must be changed in the city of North Charleston, and we must be part of the Concerned Citizens Alliances that are called to action. And we don't need to have this happen again in this city or even in any city in the United States.
And I know Ed Bryan with the NAACP, they've been on this, and
yes,
they've been dealing with this issue. He's been in close contact, I guess, with the family and understanding the details of this situation. So hats off to Ed with NAACP for North Charleston.
We need more fighters like Ed.
Oh yeah.
That's for sure. Well, please subscribe to this channel, like it, share it, and also make comments. So again, thank you again. This has been another edition of